Today's session is all about love, because meditation is not possible without love. And also love is not possible without meditation. They go hand in hand, meditation and love, like salt and pepper in your food. No matter how exotic the food is there in front of you, if it doesn't have salt and pepper, it's tasteless. Something similar in life as well. If there's no meditation, if there's no love, life is also somewhat tasteless. Let's very briefly talk about love. What is the source of love in our life? There was a lady, she went to the doctor. She said, my husband is not interested anymore to have sex with me. What should I do? The doctor said, well, this latest pill has just arrived, but it's still experimental. We don't know what the consequences are. I can give this to you, just one pill. Give it to your husband, put it in the food, and let me know what happens. So she took the pill. She went back. After a week, she came very happy. The doctor asked what happened. She said, well, it worked exactly how you said. I put the pill in my husband's food, and 5 minutes later, he got up out of the chair, put all the food and plates off the table, on the floor, destroyed everything, grabbed me with his hands, and made love to me on the table, even broke the table. The doctor was shocked to hear all these details, and he said, well, I'm very sorry that, all this damage had happened. We didn't know that the pill was so strong. But there is an insurance, so we'll cover all the damages that you had gone through. The woman said, no, it's okay. We are not going to go to this restaurant anyways. Give me some more pill. This sex is one source of love. What we are talking about here with meditation has nothing to do with sex. Sex is one biological component that also is the source of love, because we are rooted in our body. You can call this as instinctive love, where you're fulfilling instincts and it's there. The love is there for a few minutes, days, weeks, and then it's not there again. This is one extreme of instinctive love. Then there is another source of love, which is our mind, our head. What it does is, if some conditions are fulfilled, then it can generate love as well. You can call it conditional love, that is arising out of the mind, out of the head, when certain conditions are fulfilled. If your logic, if your desire, if your wishes are fulfilled, then there is love. That conditional love is what arises out of the head. And this love is also temporary. This is also constantly changing with your desires, with your wishes. For example, you must have known some of these people, maybe we are one of these people, who otherwise don't love our parents or grandparents, and suddenly one day the grandparents or the parents declare some unexpected inheritance. The love arises. Suddenly we start loving the parents, the grandparents, and start respecting them, caring about them, and so on. So all this love is still conditional, which is arising out of the head. These are the two sources: the instinctive love coming out of the instincts, the physical instincts, the body, and the conditional love coming out of the mind, coming out of conditions, the logics, the rationals, the fulfillment of those logics, conditions, rationals. And then there is a third source of love, our heart. Our heart is where we always have unconditional love. We may have forgotten it, we are maybe not connected with it, but this love is always there. Of course, there is no economic value of this unconditional love. And the way we live our lifestyle, there has to be an economic value of everything. For the instinctive love, for the conditional love, there is a possibility of economic value. That's why it's there in our cultures, in our lifestyles. And the unconditional love takes a backseat. It's somewhat forgotten. And we all have this unconditional love in our heart. We all carry this unconditional love in our heart. And meditation is that space, is that chance where we can come down from the head, coming down from our conditions to our heart, when we can rise above our instincts, rise above the sex to the heart, and discover this unconditional love that is there in our heart. Once you discover that love, what to do with that? The first person to receive that love, that unconditional love, is you yourself. Because again, we are self-condemning, things happen in life and we are not accepting ourselves the way we are. We even start hating ourselves or avoiding ourselves or condemning ourselves. And over the course of life, we are not loving ourselves anymore. So the first unconditional love, the first love that arises out of your heart, the unconditional love, has to be directed to oneself, because unless you can love yourself, you cannot love the other. So you have to love yourself first. That is the first direction of love that is arising out of your heart. Not from outside, but from your heart, directed to yourself. When you feel that you have that radiance of love in your heart, that unconditional love, and you're directing that to yourself, this is one milestone in the journey of love. But it's not the end, it's just the beginning. Then there is a love which is selfless. Because once you have all this self-love, it may make you selfish. It may just make you always direct everything towards yourself. It may even boost your own ego. So this love has to be shared with others in a way that is selfless. It can be anyone. It can be your family. It can be your spouse, children, anybody. It can be even a person that you've never imagined would receive your unconditional love. Think about a person who may deserve this unconditional love from you, because we will direct our unconditional love, our selfless love towards that person. It can be somebody that you know in your family, or it can be an acquaintance, anyone whom you like to choose. Then there is a higher possibility. Think of it like this. If unconditional love is gold, the self-love is like the 12-karat gold. It's gold, but it's impure. There is self in it. There is some selfishness in it. There is some impurity in it. When you purify it, when you move towards selfless love towards the other, direct your unconditional love towards the other, it's purified to 18 carats. It's purer than before, but it's still not the highest. There is still a higher possibility to take that gold purified to 24 carats, 100% pure love, unconditional love. What is that? That is prayer. That is prayer, because when you are having this unconditional love, not just for one person or a few people outside, but for the entire existence. In the appreciation of existence, in the beauty of this existence, when you, in your meditation, in your silence, feel and see and realize the beauty of this entire existence exactly the way it is, that state is known as prayer. Prayer can have several meanings. Obviously, it can have religious, cultural versions of it, but for a meditator, it has nothing to do with religion. Prayer has nothing to do with asking for fulfillment of desires and wishes. It has nothing to do with asking for forgiveness or mercy. It has simply to do with acknowledging the beauty of this existence just the way it is. And that acknowledgement is a realization, is a first-hand realization in the silence, in the meditation, when you really see that this creation is a beautiful opportunity to be alive, to experience. That state is prayer. In the deep, prayerful state, there is silence, there is inner peace, there is joy, there is everything. In this session, our journey is from love to unconditional love. First of all, to have this unconditional love, to touch this unconditional love by bringing this feeling of unconditional love from our heart. Not the source as your mind, not the source as your instincts, but the source is your heart. As a physical gesture, you can put your hand on your heart, if you like, for a few minutes, and just feel the warmth, the peace that you have in your heart. Let your mind settle, let your body settle, let your heart start radiating this love. Once you feel this love, then direct this love towards yourself. You need it. You are the first receiver for this love for yourself. Then you will share this outwardly with others. It could be a person in your family or somebody else. You can choose anyone you like, and you will let this love spread towards that person, and let that happen for a few minutes until you feel you're completely selfless and you are sharing all your heart, all your love, unconditional love with that person. And at last, you will move towards the state of prayer, where you'll share this unconditional love with the entire existence. By accepting, acknowledging this existence just the way it is. Also, when you're sharing, when you're directing this love to yourself and to the other, also just accept yourself and the other the way you are, the way they are, without any conditions, without any prerequisites, just the way you are. Love yourself, have self-love, love the other, have unconditional, selfless love for the other, and move towards prayer in meditative silence, in appreciation, in love with the whole existence. I hope this session doesn't just remain a theory on love and become an experience in your meditation in the next minutes. With that, I would like to invite you to close your eyes. Your back straight. Shoulders down. Head straight. Face relaxed. And a gentle smile on your face. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale from the nose. And exhale from the nose. Let your body settle. Let your mind settle. You may bring your right hand and place it on your heart. And your awareness inwards, watching your breath. With every inhalation and exhalation, allow your body and mind to come to rest. And your awareness inwards on your heart. Breathe as if your heart is breathing in and out. Once again, your heart is alive. Feel the warmth, the energy in your heart region. Body is still, mind is silent, and your awareness in your heart region. Feeling the peace, the energy, the warmth. Let yourself become more silent, still, as you feel the peace, the warmth, the love in your heart. With every breath, allow this feeling to grow, to arise, to be in your heart. The unconditional love in your heart, not your mind, not your instincts, from your heart. With every breath, awareness deeper in the feeling in your heart. In this moment of silence, Let this love, this silence, this peace shower upon yourself. May the feeling of love for oneself, one's own body, mind, everything else, just the way it is. Love for oneself in these silent moments. In acceptance of exactly how you are, who you are. Feel the warmth of love in your whole body. Now think of a person who deserves your love, unconditional love. And let your love flow towards that person. Accepting that person as they are. Silence, stillness, and love in your heart. Put your hand down if you like. And let your love expand for the whole world. The warmth, the peace, the love in your heart, shared with the whole existence unconditionally. Be thankful that you're a part of this creation, this whole existence. And let your love flow towards the whole. Leave all effort and remain silent and aware. Maintain this sense of peace, love in your heart, and remain silent and aware. Aware of nothing in particular. Let go in this silence. Stay like this, still, centered, and silent. Bring your awareness to your breath. Gently flowing in and out. To your heart. And with a sense of love for yourself, for others, and the whole existence, you may open your eyes or keep them closed for another few minutes if you like.